Hey guys, it's Danibelle. Today we're on day 39 of Everbell. Oh my gosh, guys, Isabel's got an announcement. Um, bye-bye, Goose. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Goose is out of here, guys. I'm super excited. For anybody that's missed the last video, we went through the eviction process of getting Goose to get a thought bubble and asked to leave. So I know it's not very nice, but I'm actually pretty thrilled. Like, he's one of the original villagers we had when we started Everbell at the very beginning of this journey. Yeah, so I'm super excited. We finally get to get a new villager. Wasn't thinking too much about the fact that we're gonna have to wait a day to do a villager hunt, so I figured for the day we'll go in, pop into Goose's house, say goodbye to him, and then yeah, I thought maybe we could do a little bit of oh hey Leaf's here today, guys. I thought we could do a little bit of terraforming and do something with our entrance. We haven't done a ton with it much really at all, just a few little things, so I thought it might be nice to be able to spruce it up a bit. Okay, let's say goodbye to Goose. He should be in boxes. Oh, look at him sweeping up. Goose. Oh. Guys, now I seriously do feel a little bit bad now, but honestly, like, it's his time. It's his time to move on. He's got a lot of working out to do. I'm sure there's another island out there that would love to have you, buddy. Really, truly good luck, man. He was such a stubborn one to get to, like, ask to leave. For anybody that's been watching along the way for Everbell, like, Goose, man, those dirty looks, I'm not gonna miss them. I'm just really not. We need to find somebody really cute. I'm hopeful we can find another Forestcore type of villager. So yeah, looking forward to doing a villager hunt tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, can't wait. I'm super excited, guys. So we moved Able Sisters here the other day onto the beach just so that we could be sort of prepared to do some terraforming by the entrance area. Really, this entrance area is probably the only main part of the island that hasn't been terraformed and decorated properly yet. We had some temporary stuff down here just for fireworks, some blankets. I'm a little sad to tear it down, honestly, because I thought it turned out pretty cute. But yeah, who's to say we can't sort of recreate this or do something similar to it on the beach? Because we do have to give the beaches a little bit of love on the island before we wrap things up officially on Everbell. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and tear this stuff down, and then once I get this cleared out and get some of the trees and flowers moved, I will speed everything up, and yeah, we'll get going and do a little bit of terraforming. Oh my goodness, guys. So what do you guys do with your entrances? I'm really curious. I feel like there's a lot of different variety out there in the Animal Crossing community on what people tend to do with their entrances. Personally, I like them all. Like, I've seen so much creativity. I've seen everything from just your basic natural walk up from the airport. I've seen people do these just tremendously beautiful terraforms with art and statues, and just, I mean, it looks like straight out of France, just incredible beauty. And I've seen, you know, depending on what you have between resident services and the airport, I think has a lot to do with what people decide they want to do with their entrances. So yeah, I know that when the game was first out last year, entrances, I guess, kind of gained their popularity, and they were a huge deal because at the time we didn't have the dream feature in the game, and so the only way that you could have people visit your island or tour your island is if they flew over the old way. So flying over on the plane meant that anybody coming to see your island, their first impression of your island was your entrance. So I feel like that's, in my opinion, sort of how entrances became such a big deal in Animal Crossing New Horizons. But now I almost feel like that's shifted a little bit. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm feeling like plaza decorating is sort of the new thing, especially when Luna was introduced, brought into the game, and then the dream address ability where people are, I think for the most part now, doing visits to people's islands just to sort of look around and everything via dream. And so, as you know, that drops you off in the plaza instead of through the airport. What are these two talking about? They are cracking me up, seriously. They're arguing about lyrics to a song, and now they're arguing over the tagline that I gave Piper. I taught her last week to say Birdie Gaga, and now she shared it with Eric, and so now Eric's gonna call us Birdie Gaga too, which I wish they didn't share their taglines, guys. I don't know. I feel like it makes it so you have to sort of give everyone the same tagline, because otherwise if you have it animal specific, it doesn't work out too well. Anyways, guys, going back to our decorating, I'm just doing a little bit of terraforming here. I'm hopeful that maybe we can put Able Sisters shop over here. This seems to be a nice spot. It's really not too far from where we originally had it when we started Everbelle, when we first got Able Sisters. But yeah, I definitely needed to do a little bit of extra over there for us so that we could just maybe add a little bit of either decor behind it or, you know, whatnot. So I'm sort of adding these little areas in the middle of this open space. I'm thinking I want to sort of create, not really islands, but like a little bit of lifted level here and there to create a natural pathway to kind of move the flow of the island in this direction. And then also just give the ability to have some height over by the plaza. We have this amazing cliff behind the plaza that Raymond lives on, and it's got the 4th tier glitch. I totally love it. But I feel like having this big thing back here sort of makes the front, when you first walk in, seem pretty bland, just, you know, on one level. So I thought rather than stressing over making the whole area 2nd tier in the front here, especially since we just used our last staircase, FYI, we're out of inclines, and I used a pipe trick for the dig site. So I guess I'm thinking like I'm gonna have to add height creatively, sort of by creating these little sections, I guess, if you will, between Able Sisters and the plaza, just big enough spaces that we can plant trees and shrubs and maybe place some items that will coordinate with the Forestcore theme. So I'm just sort of creating this natural pathway and flow going through here just to kind of guide anybody that visits Everbelle over towards Raymond's house and just to the middle, to the backside of the island. So yeah, that's kind of the idea. Obviously I'm hoarding all the stuff on the beach. It's getting a little crowded, so I guess that was the motivator behind doing the entrance. I wanted to be able to get this part looking nice, and also just to create space where the beaches are kind of cleaned up more, so that we can decorate the rest of the beaches on Everbelle hopefully pretty soon. I've got a few ideas in the works for that too, so any ideas you guys have, throw them in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. I was thinking maybe like a little RV picnic beach area, something like that. I don't want to do anything too terribly cliche, but I do love the look of an RV and beach sort of camping area and hangout, and I feel like that goes pretty well with Forestcore. So look at little Eric trying to catch that butterfly. I love it. We've terraformed this little water area right here when you walk in. We do have one more bridge left to use for Everbelle if we so choose, and I thought it might be kind of cool to put a bridge right when you walk in. I know that we don't have a river mouth directly here in front of resident services naturally, but I've seen a lot of people do some really cool designs where you sort of create a faux either, I don't know what you call it, because it's not technically a river, but sort of giving the illusion that there's a body of water flowing through there, and putting a bridge just to kind of give it that look. And since this will be right in our flyover zone, like the tail end of the flyover zone, I thought it would be nice to have our last bridge there. So that's kind of what we're going for there. Again, I'm just sort of climbing up and down in these areas we're creating. I'm putting some trees in. I don't know about you guys, but when I do decorating and I'm using trees, I do try to put those in first, just because you want to make sure you got enough squares to be able to accommodate all the trees you're looking to put out. And I feel like once you have the trees down, it makes it a lot easier to put down shrubs and flowers, any of the items that you want to use, because then you don't have to move things around to accommodate the trees after the fact. So just sort of adding an extension. I thought it would be nice to put some of the cedar trees here, just because since we're called Everbelle, you know, the evergreen trees, I thought it would be pretty. So I'm just using a lot of those in this area. I know it seems like the game tends to spawn a lot of the cedar trees on the back side of the island, up on the 2nd and 3rd tier. So bringing them to the front of the island I thought might be fun, just to kind of go with, you know, the theme of our island. Looks like we're scoring some friendship points with our villagers today. You know how it goes when anytime you're terraforming, it's like they're drawn to you. They just have to come say hi. And I feel like we've had a lot of villagers while we've been doing a lot of this work on the front side of the island. They've been selling us stuff and asking us to change their catchphrases, all that good stuff. So I love it. I think it's great. I still have not earned a photograph from any of our villagers yet on Everbell, which makes me sad because I do feel like I'm giving them a lot of love and attention. But yeah, I have to remember that, you know, we've been taking our time on this game. I haven't done a whole lot of time hopping just in the last couple weeks because of fireworks. I've done probably the most time hopping I've done in the game. With Everbell so far. I've really tried to sort of keep it hanging in time with day to day, just to give everyone a realistic perspective of what you can accomplish depending on how quickly or slowly you want to move on doing an island. So yeah. Anyways, I'm just working on this space over by our museum that's in tent form, and yeah, trying to get a second level on this, or excuse me, third level on this, but having a hard time. Can't seem to fit these trees in here, so it's looking like we're gonna have to ditch this little third tier that we have going on here. We'll have to sacrifice it and give it some trees instead. I'm thinking a little bit of water flowing here in the front, and then having ample space for items and a tree or two is probably gonna give a little bit more, I don't know what to call it, like height differentiation, I guess, for this area. So I think instead of doing a third tier, we're just going to go with a couple of trees. I think it'll look nice with that little waterfall that we have going. Look at these two chatting it up. It just cracks me up. I love seeing the little villagers interact with each other and chat. It's just adorbs. So I'm just sort of checking the flow, trying to figure out as I'm walking around here what we want to do. We've got this cute little impromptu pond slash mini, I don't know what you'd call it. It's not really a river. It's like a faux river. We'll probably have to put some ducks or something cute there, some duck decoys. Got these trees here on this little section that I'm hopeful we can put Able Sisters in front of. I thought it would be cool to do something with that. So we've got a few more builds left on this island before we wrap everything up. We do have to do a little bit of a decorating with Able Sisters in the next couple days. We definitely got to do a villager hunt tomorrow. I'm really excited about that. I'll be sure to put everything out there for you guys to see as soon as possible, because I'm sure you're just as anxious as I am to get out there and see who we can find for our final villager for Everbell. So yeah, looking forward to it. So we've got our trees in place. I'm just sort of adjusting the cliffs. What's Raymond doing here? A sports cap? See, look at him selling us stuff. This is great because we're definitely getting some really great friendship points here, and that makes me excited because I think it would be a really great treat to be able to earn a photograph before we finish up and release the dream address for Everbell. I think that would just be like the chef's kiss of of finishing out our island on a high note. So yeah, excited about that. I'm adding some waterfalls in here by this cute little tree and just trying to give it some natural flow, I guess, and come up with some ideas to give these very boxy pieces of land that we're creating, make them look a little more natural and just sort of fill things in. So yeah, I'm using the same dirt path that we've used throughout the island. I really love it. I know I've said that about a million times to you guys, but it is a great path. I really think that this is probably one of my favorites that I've tested out in the last year or so playing the game. It's been great. So just putting out some more shrubs, and hopefully we'll see some hibiscus flowers pop out on these before we are done with the month of August. I'll have to check to see when those are not in season any longer. I find it to be sort of a pain to have to switch out the shrubs in the game, but I do feel like it's worth it. So I'm hopeful that, you know, even if we have to back things up a little bit before releasing the dream address, I'm not really sure if I'm going to release the dream in the month of September. I'm expecting we'll probably finish up this island in the middle of September. So I'm sort of feeling like I might back it up to August before we release the dream address, guys. I love the bright green. I love the lush grass, and I am looking forward to fall, but I'm thinking I sort of want to always remember Everbell in this space of summery fun and camping and being in the forest, going on hikes and all that stuff. So yeah, what do you think? Should we upload the dream in the summertime, or do you think we should do it in the fall? I don't know. I'm kind of torn, honestly. I love fall in Animal Crossing, so... Also, anybody that has suggestions out there, I want to know what you guys want to see for the next island that we do. I've got some ideas, but I really want to do something that everyone's going to enjoy. I feel like there's so many wonderful themes out there. I want to do something that is somewhat familiar, something a little bit unique, but not something that's completely out there, because I do want you guys to find it helpful and relatable, something that that you guys might find interesting. So yeah, let me know in the comments, what's a theme you'd like to see for the next island? Do you want to see something town related with maybe a twist of a holiday, like Christmas time in it? Would you like to see another natural type of island like this, maybe a Farmcore island, something like that? Yeah, let me know. I'd love to find out. All right, so we are adding more water here, trying to round off some of these cliffs to make them look a little more natural, and then some of them I think we're going to leave blocks just so that we do have the ability to plant some flowers up there to give it a little bit of color. So I wanted this little section to have some pathing, even though there's not going to be a staircase or anything like that, an incline leading up here to actually walk around. I just sort of want it to look like a little more detailed, and I do feel like the custom pathing really does add a lot of detail in the game when you're decorating. I know I've said it before, and I do tend to love the in-game pathing. There's so many great ones out there, and I've used a ton of it in some of my other islands. But yeah, I'm loving this path, and it's sad to me that it doesn't show up on the map. I think I'm gonna have to work on that. I want to do maybe a little bit of an artsy map for Everbelle to put out there eventually, with a lot of, I don't know, some creativity to show this beautiful custom path we've been using, because when you look at the regular map, you really can't see it, which is kind of sad to me, so. All right, so we're putting down some flowers, trying to stick with the reds and yellows and oranges, just to kind of go with the hibiscus that are currently in season for the time being, and just trying to kind of coordinate it a little bit, yeah. All right, let's see. We're gonna add a few more little things. I definitely want to put some furniture down next too, guys, whether it be wild log benches, things like that. I just want to kind of put some things up here to give it some personality. And even though they might not serve as functional furniture, since I don't foresee us climbing up here and hanging out a whole lot, I do want to kind of give it that look that someone might have climbed up here and hiked around a little bit and worn a path. So all right, looking pretty good. All right, let me climb down. Let's move on to this little section. I'm thinking we need to do like a little bit of a log bridge here. I feel like I've used the log bridge pattern a lot on this island, but it's just so fun, and I feel like a Forestcore Island is the perfect opportunity to use it. So I apologize if it seems repetitive. It's just so cute. It's so darn cute. I totally love it. It's probably one of my faves of all time. It's got a pretty realistic look, so I'll be sure to link the custom design information in the description for you guys if it's something you want to use for your island, along with any of the other pathing and custom designs that we've been using in this build today. Also, guys, I want to remind you, I would love to see your islands. I do have some information in the description as well, and a link to a form if you'd like to fill it out. It's nothing too terribly difficult. Just want to know a little bit about you and what your islands are like. I'd love to come visit and do a tour to feature on the channel. So if you're interested, I'm not looking for anything. It doesn't have to be like a super fancy. I just want to know what you're all about. I truly love this game, and I truly believe that the abilities that this game gives us on any level, whether it's you do this for fun and you just want to keep it simple because this is what you do to relax. I mean, I love it. I think that's the most amazing thing. So yeah, I want to see what you're up to. Please send in your requests. I would love to come visit your island and give everyone a little bit of love. Try to give back a little bit for all of the love you're showing me. I so appreciate it. All right, so we are finishing up this little area over by the museum. I've got this cute little bamboo noodle slide that we've got going on here. And again, just trying to grab some flowers and items off the beach that we can use to continue to decorate. So many things, guys, so many things. By the way, has anybody had a chance to try out Nookazon since our video when we got the mystery bags? Let me know. Marty, stop it. Is he seriously trying to sell us a squat toilet? For 1,950 bells? Marty! You know I'm only doing this because I want the friendship points, right, Marty? That's a travesty. That better not be a used squat toilet, Marty. Let's see what this looks like. Ew! Come on! This is what he sold us? I feel like we got grifted, guys. If I didn't love these villagers so much, I would not be making these deals, I swear. Ain't nobody got time for a used squat toilet? All right, we're just rounding off these corners. I'm gonna put in some finishing touches here in the entryway. I think we're doing a pretty good job of just sort of fixing the place up. Look at him, how cute, sitting on that little log. There's tree stump rather, so cute. Just trying to round the corners off just to make it a little bit more natural looking. And then we definitely need to pop into resident services here pretty soon and get a bridge picked out so that we can place the bridge, and hopefully by tomorrow it'll be up. Yeah. I can't wait to see it. All right, let me get some money and maybe do a tiny little bit of shopping here. Got some money for our bridge, and I just wanted to take a peek what there is. We're gonna need a few items to set out in front of Able Sisters when we get to that build in a few days. So just wanted to place some orders so that we have them in our mailbox when we need them. Guys, do you know what this means? Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of us. So we finally earned the Nook shopping app on our Nook phone, guys. I'm so thrilled. Yay, that means we've done 100 purchases at the kiosk shopping. That's a lot of shopping, but yeah, I do a lot of shopping. So I'm very excited because this means that now we don't have to come into resident services to order items. We can just do it right from our phone, which is a huge advantage. So anybody out there, yeah, order your 5 items a day. It's totally worth it to push through the first 100, which will earn you the Nook shopping app on your phone. Totally worth it. All right, let's put a few things up here, and then we'll get our bridge placed and everything and finish up the area. I definitely need to put some of the pathing down in between all of these little spaces we've created on here. Don't know because of time's sake, because this video is getting a little bit long, that I'll be doing all of that today. But I'll work on that here and there, and I'll sort of give you an update maybe when we do our villager hunt tomorrow. So yeah, we definitely have to do that. Trying to place a few little items up here, some garden rocks, and just I love the trees bounty items, and I feel like that's definitely a lot of the recipes I've been using on Everbell. It just seems to sort of go with the theme. I'm loving the big trees bounty tree and the mush stool, just anything that looks sort of foresty, trying to think of some things to put up here that will look nice. All right, let's see. So let's talk a little bit about our villager hunt coming up tomorrow, guys. What do you think? Who do you think we should look for? I'm really excited. I really am hoping, truthfully, to find maybe a squirrel. We had some suggestions in the comments to look for Callie, and I think she is so cute. I would love to have Callie on Everbell. Like maybe a Peppy squirrel, somebody like that, I think would be a perfect fit for the island. For anybody that missed the beginning stages of Everbell, we did this amazing build for Mint, who was actually one of the first few villagers we had on Everbell towards the beginning. And I swear to goodness, you guys, as soon as we finished her amazing treehouse build, the very next day she asked to leave. It was so legit sad. Like, I'm still sad over it, and I sort of regret letting her leave, but I look at it like, you know what, there's so many amazing villagers in this game, and a lot of really great Forestcore themed villagers. So I'm excited. I am sort of hopeful that we'll find a squirrel that's a perfect fit for Everbell so we can put the treehouse back to its full glory, I guess, again. But at the same time, I'm trying to keep an open mind. Anybody Forestcore related, any villager that's like a dreamy, or, you know, you never know who you're gonna find. And so I'm trying to keep an open mind, but yeah. Let me know who you think we should look for. Who are the dreamies that you would try to find for Everbell to fill the last spot? Let me know in the comments, guys. All right, so we're just filling in some of these little corners with some of the mush items, and need to put an extra tree up here, move this over for the area that we're decorating to put the Able Sisters in front of. So I think the Able Sister store will look nice in front of here. So I believe, let's see, we'll have to get a plot. So I'll run and grab that at some point, and we'll be sure that we have that to put down here. And yeah, I think it's gonna look great. So let's test it out. Let's see how it's gonna look. See, I hope the waterfalls still show. Let's see. I love it. Oh my gosh, I think this is going to be perfect for Able Sisters. I love this building. I just really think this is one of the cutest buildings in the game. I love the little sign and how it swings in the breeze. I love the colors of it too. It's just so cute. Perfect for Everbell and the Forestcore theme. So yeah, I think this is going to be great. We'll have to do that in the next few episodes. Tomorrow, obviously, we're going to be doing our villager hunt. I can't wait, guys. I hope you'll join me for that. I'm super excited. But yeah, we got Able Sisters store placed, so that should be here tomorrow. I will definitely work on some pathing in this area and show it off to you. We'll do a little flyover. Thank you so much for joining me today, you guys. Wishing you all an amazing day. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.